So pull me closer. Why don't you pull me close?
Hello, everyone. So today I did some more investigation. I was using my divination skills and told me to look up CNN. Once I looked up CNN, Lily popped up. Go to figure out that Lily, which is humalog, as well as novolog, are made about the same. Humalog was also recalled back May, I believe, 2020 or 22, for also being not being actually put at perfect temperature, and it caused the same effect as the novolog. So basically, I think it's probably going to come down to education of teaching people with insulin pumps. But there are just several other components that actually make me worried. A lot of people that when I was a nurse and stuff like that, would have problems with digestion. You'd have be in gastroparesis, which would actually be checked by what's called a stomach emptying test. You drink a thing, they do a CAT scan, it sees the digestion process. But it also worries me, also the tremors. All the side effects seem to be the same. Tremors, headaches. So are we pulling too much? Are we pulling too much sugar off the brain? And I understand we have to have a homeostasis, I guess that basically would be called, of the cells. But I'm thinking that, that just popped out. I'm thinking that insulin might be, the insulin we're using might be pulling too much of the insulin out at once and maybe affecting the gray matter. Cards of patience, passion. Well, be patient with me. This is my passion. Separation. I'm taking a leap of faith, basically. If you had watched my other card, I was basically going after novolog, Novodisc. They all basically seems to be. Sorry, cards just loving to pop out. A new person enters your life, a relationship, begin on phase, higher psychic abilities. Can you see it? Such pretty cards. And then we have renewal of Archangel Jamil. Renewal, evaluate, favorable asset assessment of facts, time, move in a new direction. So I do apologize for saying that is completely Novodisc. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Of course, I'm going to be conflicted with others. I watched some sad story down in Tampa about a young woman's mom who committed suicide after the courts pulled her out of the home. From what I read and my understanding, we all interpret things differently. It seems though mom might have been accused of not taking care of her daughter correctly. I actually did try to get a hold of anybody I could. I'm just a nobody in this world, and hoping they got some sort of message. But it seems as though this insulin is so if you don't keep it at proper temperature. It's like, okay, so did they do all the studies on patients sitting in hospitals? Were they all sitting in air conditioning? And understand, hey, we're all guinea pigs of life. But it's, I'm curious, states like Florida, Texas, California, the hot places, people using insulin pumps like my husband. Is it because just the 86 degrees and higher? Even Lily stated that they pulled it back due to inclement weather and destruction. So it's at this point expecting the worst. Self-fulfilling prophecy, sleepless nights. This actually has been giving me sleepless nights for probably about 3 years. So isn't there a way to put a reagent or some sort of agent into the insulin to make it let the diabetic patients and their families know not to give it? Kind of like pregnancy tests. If a hormone or something like that, could we make it where it changes the insulin? And obviously people, especially people with diabetes, they have problems seeing. It has to be something that everybody wants. There has to be something that a simple thermometer on the packages. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand by your ground. Choose your battles wisely. I am definitely choosing my battle wisely. Because I do understand, we need insulin. I'm not stupid in that fact. Insulin education. Maybe people who live, work outside and eat need to have something else. But then that takes away from the freedom of having the basal insulin constantly taking your blood sugar and keeping at a constant rate, because the fluctuation of the insulin up and down is what causes the problems between weight gain, even cravings and stuff like that. We all can't be sitting in an air conditioning home all the time. Things do happen. Some people work outside, some people play outside. Successful time, confident, accept the opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. So maybe in the Midas touch, I take that as fixing your car, fix your body, maybe fix the machine, or fixing what seems to be working. Novolog and humalog, from what I read, only differences between 10 minutes time. One's able to be for children under 2, the other one over 2 and on up. Just makes me worried so badly that one of the medications says it stops the body from insulin having your liver deliver sugar. Well, is that why they're going into hyperglycemia? If we're giving too much insulin and that insulin stopping our body from kicking out sugar, are we causing its own hypoglycemia? And then you have the glucagon that makes your liver kick it out. So maybe there needs to be a medium in between there. Something that, what a bitch, homeostasis. Just want people to live and not watch people die over and over again. As a nurse, maybe I've just had so much trauma watching people die. I'm tired of it. I'm not a scientist. I wish I was at this point. Defend your beliefs. Same card. I wish I was a scientist. Just the fact that so many people affected. 8 billion people affected by diabetes. Is it just as simple as making sure that if the insulin goes under or over a certain temperature, let's say it goes under 32, make it turn blue. Or if it goes over the 86 for an hour, make it turn red. Maybe there needs to be a tester, or, when you check your glucose strips and you're supposed to check the meter with the testing solution, the controls. But then once it's in a contained system like the diabetes pump, you really can't do that, because you'd have to take it off, put it in. That would defeat the purpose of being able to control your basal rate. I'm just trying to think outside the box, I guess. I am trying. It says unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Reviews everybody's motives. My motives is basically let's control diabetes and let's trying to get people to live longer. Come on, we put spaceships up in the atmosphere. We go on the moon. We got satellites. We're doing AI. We're doing quantum physics. We're doing such amazing things. There has to be something where we can save 8.1 billion people. Sorry, 8 million people, so 8.1 billion people in the world. There's got to be something that we can help keep it where people don't have to suffer like that. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. I mean, when it comes down to it, we are born with a DNA code. And unfortunately, diabetes is something that is genetic for the most part. So it's not just helping the now, it's helping the future as well. Innovative thinkers, people from think outside the box, inside the box. I mean, like I said in my other video, you have phones that turn pink if they turn wet. The phones will give you the freaking alarm thing, and it's overheating. It's above 100. Oh, come on. We're people. Do we really care more about our cell phones than we do our co-workers, our children, our husbands, our wives? A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is essence. Think thoroughly and carefully. I got to think that there's smart people out there. There's got to be something. I mean, I even read about, we do medications in the nose for calcium sometimes, Flonase, for, seasonal. I mean, I am a patient of gastric bypass. I did have diabetes. I was lucky to break that and have halfway decent life. But is there a medication that we can add in the diabetes that maybe helps propel your stomach? Like my husband basically started that gastroparesis, death of the stomach. There was no more propelling of the stomach, which I believe is all connected. I think it affected the gray matter in the brain, caused Parkinsonian-like syndrome. There's something going on more than that, and I wish I had the answers. I just know that we just got to do something. It's great of Lily. If you have health insurance, $35, whatever, copay, but make time for those around you. Take sensible approach, deal with the challenges in a kind of understanding manner. There are so many people out there that need this. Who wants to watch their loved ones deteriorate? I mean, everything from, I think it messes even with the hormone levels because insulin's a hormone. So you have people who my husband used to get angry, and the shaking, tooth loss. His teeth started falling out. And it wasn't like he's a lifetime diabetic. He didn't get diabetes, I think, 2008 or 2009, 12 years. 11 years, maybe, somewhere around there. So something messing it up. Why is you have everything from his lipids shot up, his thyroid messed up, his testosterone was lower than mine. So isn't that like syndrome X? So is syndrome X affected? And I was also looking, did the diabetes really get worse over time? Or did our population just get crappier eating? Or is the new insulin causing something? There's something out there that's triggering. It's not just the sugars and stuff. I know it's the sugars. There's so much crap. There's got to be something to help people out there. Maybe I'm wasting my breath. Maybe I'm wasting my time. There are people just being affected by this left and right. Well, that's it for now. I'm still a work in process, so you can use this maybe as a video diary as I find some more stuff out. I do appreciate all you who have watched the past couple days. But thank you. And I'll keep you abridged every time I find something. And I do apologize for saying just novolog or Novodisc. It's not just one company. And I think it just needs some tweaking, but I guess it's a part of, studies. It's just, I hope it's not futile. I am just trying to help people out there, trying to give voices. It's just like that woman committed suicide because they put her daughter in protective custody because they said she was medically not taking care of her. So was the medication not stored properly because she didn't know better? Was one of the recalls? Was she wearing a pump that got overheated? I mean, is it that simple? That the medication's good, the pump is good, but the education isn't there? Is it as simple as putting a thermometer or agent that changes the color to let us know as loved ones, healthcare professionals, pharmacists, etc., that if it changes color, don't use it? And in that case, the pharmacy is going to have to open up each one before they hand it over, because you walk outside the door and, maybe it's more brittle than that. Maybe they really need to start looking into when does it actually break down? When does it actually lose the potency? I just want to protect people, and not lose anybody not being necessarily having to lose people. It breaks my heart when I read about that, because it just made me wonder, as a nurse, you run around giving people medications left and right. And what if what if it was a hot day? What if it was sitting next to someone's hot coffee? What if it was, there's so many what ifs. It's like basically rolling of the dice. Don't ignore, don't ignore something effects. I had it written down. Basically roll the dice. What is the reason that it goes bad? Is it just under 32 degrees and over 86? Is that the actual turning point? And for the family down in Tampa, I kind of can imagine what you're going through. But I don't think that that mom probably felt guilty. She probably felt like she did something. The court system probably thought they did the right thing. And it probably all did. And maybe it wasn't just the insulin. Maybe it's all the what ifs, all the components. What if it's as simple as putting an agent in there letting us know when the medication isn't suitable for human intake at that point? What if it's just as simple as figuring out how to put some sort of cooling device on the insulin pump itself, like a mini cooler, and just maybe some sort of insulation that goes around that clear tube that goes in. And then it also kind of bothered me about the little pods, the little white things right here, seem to deliver the insulin there as well. That's directly into the skin, if I'm not mistaken, and people are wearing that outside all the time. So we're having breakdowns with those as well. There are a lot of what ifs. And what if I'm the person that helps say, hey, have we figured that out? Are we aware of this? Maybe me asking what if will help people say, she's right, what if? All I can do is keep trying. Love and light. And I'll keep trying to study. And like I said, I apologize for going after just the one insulin company. I think maybe everybody comes together. Everything from insulin makers, even chemists, quantum physics, put it all together. Maybe the next batch of insulin won't have to go bad. Maybe the next patient won't have to die. Maybe you'll look back at this and say, a couple years from now, not bad. She thought so outside the box. She needed and wanted to get her message out there, and she took a chance. So maybe I should just close. What if? I love playing the what if game, though. I just want to stop people from needlessly suffering. That's all it comes down to. Love and light. Have a great night. Bye.